Have you ever wondered how football became popular in India and especially in West Bengal like crazy? Here's the backstory. We are talking about one of the most inspirational stories of India's sporting history. Yes, when Mohun Bagan defeated the East Yorkshire Regiment, the British Army team, and created a legacy that still is remembered after 100 years. The year was 1911. India was under the British rule, and football was largely dominated by British military and regimental teams. One of the most prestigious tournaments in Asia was the IFA Shield, founded in 1893. For years, the British teams had controlled the competition, and no All India team had ever managed to win it. But that was about to change. In 1911, Mohun Bagan entered the IFA Shield as the underdogs. Nobody gave them a semblance of a chance to challenge the British teams, but they kept proving everyone wrong. Founded in 1889, Mohun Bagan entered the IFA Shield as underdogs. Very few people gave them a semblance of a chance against the mighty British, but they kept proving everyone wrong. They beat St. Xavier's College, the Calcutta Rangers, and many other clubs. As they did well, excitement grew. The newspapers started covering them, and everyone started to believe that history will be made soon. The final took place on July 29, 1911 against East Yorkshire Regiment, a British Army team. Around 80,000 spectators assembled in Calcutta to watch the match. The atmosphere was electrifying and extraordinary. For the fans, this was not just football. It was a chance to prove that an Indian football team could challenge a British team, a game that they introduced to the country. The pressure was immense, but Mohun Bagan was ready. One detail made the story even more remarkable. Most of the Mohun Bagan players played barefoot, while the British players wore football boots. Leading the team was Captain Shivdas Bahaduri, alongside a group of talented and determined footballers who would later become Immortal 11. They knew they were representing more than just a club. They were carrying the hopes of thousands watching from the stands. The match started with a setback, with the East Yorkshire Regiment taking the lead with Jackson scoring the goal. For a moment, the dream seemed to be slipping away, but then Mohun Bagan refused to surrender. Captain Shivdas Bahaduri scored the equalizer and brought the team and the crowd back into the game. The defining moment came when Abhilash Ghosh scored the final goal, the winning moment. And when the whistle blew, the score read Mohun Bagan 2 and East Yorkshire Regiment 1. History had been made. Mohun Bagan had become the first All India team to win the IFA Shield. The victory meant far more than a trophy. At a time when Indians were often made to feel inferior under colonial rule, 11 footballers showed that with determination, skill and belief, you could overcome the strongest odds. Their triumph became a source of pride and inspiration for countless Indians and remains one of the most significant moments in Indian sports history. More than a century later, the players are still remembered as the Immortal 11, and July 29th is celebrated as Mohun Bagan Day because some victories win matches. This one inspired a nation.